Hello, guys. I hope you guys have been doing great while I was away. I think I was away for like 3 months from YouTube. I was busy like trying to start a business, but now the things have settled down and I can do more videos. So today I wanted to talk about this question that I've been getting a lot from my friends and people from the internet. People have been sending me messages to Discord, and I mean, please do so if you have some things to discuss or want me to talk about my thoughts. So it's about, of course, AI. And recently there is this AI that came out called Devin, which is a software engineer AI. So what used to happen is that traditionally, well, I say traditionally, but it's crazy how AI develops so fast. It's only been 1 year, but for the past 1 year, since ChatGPT came out, software engineers have been using it by asking a programming question, and then when they get an answer back, then they would just sort of copy and paste the code and test it themselves on their local machine. And that worked for a while, but it's, as you can imagine, it's really inefficient because if you run into errors or some problems that ChatGPT gave like really bad answers, then you'd have to like copy and paste the error message back to ChatGPT, and then you have to go back and forth and keep iterating on the solution until a good answer has been given by ChatGPT, and the program just works. Now, the team behind Devin is called Cognition. That's the company name. And they basically automated that back and forth communication. So they just gave the AI the entire software development tools and then let it just basically iterate until the good solution has been found. So it can just keep on, modifying the code or try to run it from terminal and then get the answer back, the results back, and then reflect on it and, come up with a better answer and so on and so forth. So, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer that someone would go and try this out. It wasn't like obvious inefficiency that needed to be, optimized in the whole process. So I get that. But what that actually means to software engineers, that's what the question was about. Like, hey, Curtis, like, what do you think about this? What's going to happen to the software developers? When I talked about AI and what it means to software engineers, I always said that human engineers will need to kind of mentor AI in the sense that it would have to verify the AI solution, test it ourselves, and then give feedback to the AI so that we can iterate on the solution and ultimately, arrive at an optimum solution together. Now, I still think that that's the case with Devin because I've seen Devin making like some grave mistakes. Like there's a screenshot of Devin exposing secret key, which is a big security issue. So, I mean, it just casually overlooks that and just like puts it out there, that kind of code. So I think that Devin is still at the level of a junior developer. So you still have to do, overlook and do all that I mentioned before. Now, if you look at the current software engineering teams, you've got the junior, intermediate, senior, and tech lead. And I think over time that AI will become more and more sophisticated and it will be able to be a intermediate, senior, and eventually tech lead, and eventually just take over the entire software engineering team. I think that's quite possible. And those days are coming. So when people are asking me, like, what does this all mean to the software engineers? I can say that the AI will eventually replace human engineers. Now, how quickly they're going to replace the human engineers is I'm not sure. I mean, you could look at other technologies that have completely replaced the entire human resources in the industry, and it really depends, nobody. I think nobody knows how fast this is gonna go. My instinctual kind of intuition tells me that it's going to go pretty fast. So I think that what's important to us as human engineers is that you shouldn't define yourself as a software engineer anymore. At least mentally, you should start preparing yourself that you're more than just a software engineer, and you have to become a very product-centric software engineer so that you can slowly make the transition from being a software engineer to more like a product-oriented person. Because ultimately, the AI will push us to be more and more high-level worker. So we will stop doing like typing on the keyboard to program and things like that, and actually build stuff. We will more focus on like more the high-level designing stuff as humans. So as they push us more and more high-level, you have to start thinking that way as well. So I think you need to stop defining yourself as just a mere software engineer. I think it's crazy to say that mere software engineer at this point, but that's what it came down to. So yeah, so that's my one advice. Also, we're in this kind of situation where we're worried about our future because of this generative AI. And now it's more than just generative. It's more like also a reasoning engine. It can also think and give you a reasonable answer for a problem that you give it. So you can use this tool to try to generate multiple incomes. So for example, I used the reasoning part of it to try to trade the stock market. So I wrote like some program. That's what I did for the past 3 months. I spent time creating a trading algorithm that is based on AI and try to trade the US stock market. It's kind of break even right now. Once it starts to become profitable, I will reveal it to you guys. So maybe you guys can take advantage of that too, but it's not ready yet. Now, the second thing is like the generative part of the AI. I started another YouTube channel. So I, first of all, used the AI to generate the logo, which took me like 2 minutes. And I found a really good video editor online. And to write the partnership contract with him, I used the AI, which wrote me a very thorough partnership contract within like 5 minutes. So it covered like intellectual property, who owns what, who owns the YouTube channel, and how we're gonna share the revenue. So of course I have to give it the instructions of like kind of the broad picture, but it was able to give me like a full contract. So that was all done in like 10 minutes to set up a YouTube channel. And then the actual videos, I write the script using the AI. So I don't write everything word by word. I just kind of jot down what needs to be in the content, and it just fills in the blanks and just gives me the full script. And then I use a AI that generates the voice from text to speech. And I use that to like just basically generate the whole audio, and then I hand it off to my video editor, and then he will edit the video. So it's not, the whole video isn't fully generated by AI, because we still want to have like some human like design into it to differentiate ourselves from other AI generated YouTube channels, which there are tons out there now. So I think that's a very good approach. It's very efficient. So I think you should do the same. You should think about just creating all kinds of different digital content so you can monetize. That is it for this video. Unfortunately, my light went out, so it's a little bit dark now, but I will try to upload more videos as much as possible from now on. I still need to update you guys on how my cryptocurrency investment is doing, and the thing I'm doing with NFTFi.com, which is to lend my cryptocurrency with NFT as collateral. If you guys have been following, I've been doing that since last year. So I'm just going to tell you as a preview, I've made a lot of money from crypto like going up recently. And I have a whole plan as to what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to create a video to talk about that, basically. So take care, and I'll see you next time.